everyone, and welcome to Kiki Crochet. In this video tutorial, we're going to learn how to crochet step by step the grind square. Throughout the video, we're going to see how to start the square and how to change colors while crocheting. Now let's go ahead and see the materials that I'm going to use and how to start. The material that I'm going to use is a 100% acrylic yarn, which is called Kartopu Ganka. It's 100 grams and 300 meters each, and I'm going to use a 4mm crochet hook. I'm also going to use this green yarn so I can show how you can change colors while you're crocheting. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start with my magic circle. If you do not know how to work the magic circle, you can chain 4, slip stitch in the first chain so you can form a ring. Now, in order to start the magic circle, wrap the yarn around your 2 fingers once and bring it on the top left. Put your hook under the right yarn and over the left and bring the left yarn under the right one. Turn your hook around once to form a loop. Grab the left yarn and pull it through the loop. By doing this, I have my first chain. I'm going to work 2 more chains, 1, 2, and those 3 chains count as my first double crochet. I'm going to work 2 more stitches in the center of the circle, 1 and 2. So I have my first set of 3 double crochet. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and work 3 more double crochet in the center of the circle. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and work 3 more double crochet in the center of the circle. 1, 2, and 3. So far I have 1, 2, 3 sets of 3. I want a total of 4, so chain 2, 1, 2, and work 3 more double crochet in the center of the circle. 1, 2, and 3. So I have my 4 sets. Grab the center, grab the yarn that you started the magic circle with and pull it tight. Okay, and now we're going to finish row number 1 by chaining 1, and this is how you are always going to finish every row. Chain 1 and put your hook in the first double crochet for the row, which is the 3 chains. Put your hook in the 3rd chain and work 1 single crochet. Okay, now I'm going to start row number 2 by chaining 2, and the reason that I start with 2 chains instead of 3 is because the single crochet gave me a little height, so I'm not going to work 3 chains, I'm only working 2. And turn your work. Now in this first chain 1 space, work 2 more double crochet. 1, 2. This is how I'm always going to be starting my rows. This is half of the first corner. Once I complete the row, I'm going to crochet the other half. Okay, so I'm going to leave this set of 3 by chaining 1 and go ahead in your next chain 2 space to form the corner again. So under the chain 2 space, I'm going to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet under the same space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, go ahead in the next chain 2 space and again work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 more double crochet under the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 1, go ahead in the next chain 2 space and work again 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and work 3 more double crochet under the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, and I've returned to the beginning to crochet the other half of the first corner. So under that chain 1 space, I'm going to put my hook and I'm going to work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to chain 1 instead of 2, but I'm going to work 1 single crochet in the first double crochet for this row. Now, because we're starting every row with a single crochet and two chains, put your hook in that second chain and work 1 single crochet. Okay, so this was the end of row number 2. Now we're going to start row number 3 by chaining 2 again and turn your work. Work 2 more double crochet under that chain 1 space. 1 and 2. So we just worked the first half of the first corner. Now we're going to go ahead in the first chain 1 space. So chain 1, go ahead under the chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. After that set of 3, chain 1, and go ahead in the corner and work 3 double crochet under the chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet under the same space. 1, 2, 3. After you complete those 2 sets, chain 1, and go ahead in the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1 after the set of 3, and go ahead in the corner again and work 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. 2 and 3. 1, 2 chains and 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 1 and go ahead in the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. After the set of 3, chain 1 and go ahead in the corner and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. So my corners are my chain 2 spaces. That's always going to be your corner. Okay, chain 2 and 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. After you complete the corner, chain 1 and go ahead in the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. After you finish the set of 3, chain 1 and we return back to the first corner. Okay, so put your hook under the chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 instead of 2 and put your hook in the first double crochet, so in the second chain, and work a single crochet. So this was the end of row number 3. Now we're going to start row number 4, and this is the last row that we're going to work together, and then we're going to work a few rows off camera. So again, chain 2 and turn your work. Work 2 more double crochet under the chain 1 space. 1 and 2. So we created the first half of the first corner. Chain 1 and go ahead in the first chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. After every set of 3, we always chain 1. Work 3 double crochet under the next chain 1 space. 1, 2, and 3. Again, after the set of 3, chain 1. Now I've reached my corner, so under the chain 2 space, work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet under the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, work 3 double crochet under the next chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of the row off camera. Make sure you always chain 1 after every set of 3. And right here in my corners, I'm going to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet always. Once I return back to the beginning, I'm going to turn my video back on to see how to finish row number 4. I've completed working my last set of 3 in the last chain 1 space. Now chain 1, and we're back in the beginning to complete the last half of the first corner. So under that chain 1 space, work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 instead of 2, and work 1 single crochet in the first double crochet for this row. Okay, this is how our square looks like. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to work a few more rows off camera so you can see how the project is going to look once you have completed more rows, and I'm also going to show how to change colors. I have worked a total of 9 rows, and this is how my square looks like. Okay, I have worked the last set of 3 in, I've completed the other half of the first corner by crocheting the 3 double crochet. Okay, and I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to put my hook in the first double crochet for this row, as I always do. Okay, and now instead of completing the single crochet with the orange yarn, I'm going to grab the green yarn and I'm going to take it through those 2 loops to complete the single crochet. Okay, so by joining the new color this way, I have completed my single crochet, and it seems as if it's done with the orange yarn, so the color changing is invisible. So again, I'm going to start a new row in the same exact way. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to turn my work. So in that first chain 1 space, I'm going to put my hook and I'm going to work the first half of the first corner by working 2 more double crochet. Okay, chain 1. Go ahead in the next chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. Next chain 1 space, work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1 in the next chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Okay, so this is how it looks like with our new color. Okay, so go ahead and finish the rest of the row off camera the same way we did all previous rows. Now, when we change colors throughout a project, make sure all yarns are the same thickness. Okay, they are the same weight. They are the same material. So I started with acrylic, so the new yarn is acrylic, and if possible, you want it to be from the same brand. So I started with Cartopoo, so I want to continue with Cartopoo, okay? So same weight, same material, okay? So this way you have a nice and even square, because if the weight changes, the square is going to get bigger and smaller throughout the rows, and it's going to look ugly. So make sure all the yarn that you use is the same yarn. Okay, so I'm going to go all around, and I'm going to turn my video back on, and we're going to see how to bring back the orange color. I've worked my last set of 3 in the last chain 1 space, so I'm back in the beginning to finish the first corner. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to chain 1, go ahead in the last chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1 instead of 2, and put your hook in the first double crochet for this row to work the single crochet. So grab the yarn, pull it through the stitch, and instead of completing the single crochet with the green yarn, I'm going to bring back the orange yarn. So take the yarn and pull it through the last 2 loops to form the single crochet. Okay, so this joining is invisible because we have our single crochet and we attached again our orange yarn. So chain 2, 1, 2, and turn your work. Okay, you can cut the green yarn. Work 2 more double crochet under the chain 1 space. 1 and 2, chain 1, and work 3 double crochet under the next chain 1 space. 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, and keep working the same exact way we did all the previous rows. And before I finish my row, I'm going to turn my video back on to see how my project looks like. I've crocheted all around, and I've worked the last 3 double crochets to complete the last corner. Okay, and now if this is my last row, instead of chaining 1, I'm going to chain 2. Okay, because this is my last row to close my project, and I'm going to put my hook in the first double crochet for this row, and I'm going to work a slip stitch. Chain 1, cut the yarn, pull the loop, and tighten up. And this is how my square looks like. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, please press like and leave a comment. Thanks again. Bye bye.